Hello and welcome back to the next game until I die. This is episode 57 of my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. In the previous episode, we had a conversation with our brain. We decided that we're going to remain separated and we're going to go to the think tank and confront the brains in jars, the scientists that want to. Well, they want to escape the Big MT, I think. At least that's Dr. Mobius's theory. He has been working to keep them in the Big MT by threatening them and giving them other things to focus on. And it's up to us now to either convince them that they want to remain in the Big MT, threaten them so they remain in the Big MT, or kill them so that they remain in the Big MT. Before we do all of that, we are currently exploring all the areas of Big MT that we've not really explored before, trying to find any locations that we haven't been into, and recovering any technology and journals and what have you that we've missed. So last episode we went to a shelling place where there was a robot that attacked us and a big cannon that fired missiles at Boomtown, and in this episode we're gonna, what was it, Hyperlight or something? We found a facility. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna load up save. I'm just saying words now. We're gonna have a look inside this facility. What's it? Lightwave Dynamics. And there's a person. It's a hologram. I can push around. Okay. There seems to be quite a few of them. Okay. I'm not sure who Vera Keys is. Huh? What? I'm not sure what this does. I can take it. Okay, we're gonna avoid that. Guess Vera Keys is this person? A lot of missiles. Okay. Have a look upstairs. Leads outside. Have a look out there in a minute. Energy weapon skill book. Or recipe 4. Axes. Interact with any of these guys. This is somewhat anticlimactic. Is there nothing else up here? Am I missing something? This is a very disappointing room. I tried to jump over there and failed miserably. Something under there. Like a
Hit boy lights on.
Yeah, an empty bottle. Well, I think that's everything there is to find in here, unless there's something out here. What's an axe? No, I think this is the place we came down to before. Disappointing. If I'm missing something important in there. It's another proton nade. Or plasma nade. Right, so there's one more place to explore over here by the look of it. Lots of throwing axes. Okay, just over here. Apparently that's the last place to discover. So we know we don't need to search around anywhere else. But, how do we get in it? Fine. I'm not seeing an entrance. Any more mines? But no entrance. An enemy actually over here.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Oh. Apparently the rubber scorpions are still around. But it's not talking to me anymore, so maybe Mobius is not controlling them anymore.
Bad guys, dealt with.
No, I'm very confused. No, we've already been in that one. What do you think? That's one we've just been in. There's a whole area here that we're not able to get to.
I bet no one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Uh-huh. No, I'm very confused. Let's don't normally do this, but let's try quick traveling to it. Okay, maybe it isn't something we can go into. But we've not been this way, so okay. So I think there was nothing really here. We pretty much explored all of the area. It's disappointing. Oh well, I guess we've done everything we can do. Guess we go confront Think Tank. And hope that we find a peaceful resolution, because I don't really want to kill these guys, they're amazing. I mean, totally bonkers, but I've quite enjoyed talking to them. I wonder if you found all the skill book recipes now then. Know what that is. Right, let's head up. Make as many repair kits as we can. Yeah. Need the ingredients to do that. Make another 7. Can also recycle a few things. Looks like scrap metal was what we were running low on again.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
Ah, right, yeah. We didn't get any money.
Might I be of service, sir?
I might need to sell a lot of stuff in order to repair my armor before we deal with the think tank. Probably need to pull nades if we need to take them down. Well, we can repair that with that. I'm kind of stuck on that.
Want to push my buttons?
Right.
Might I be of service, sir?
Can we repair our armor? No. We still need another 3,000 caps. Okay. Well, there was an awful lot of cigarettes up in the Forbidden Zone, and we also left some stuff in a box in the school infiltration place where the gene splicing thing was. I might head back to those places, gather up all the sellable stuff, see if we can make enough money to repair our armor before we have to go confront the think tank. Right. Let me just check how much weight we've got. Still using a lot of our weight.
Might I be of service?
So let's see what we pick up. We picked up another layer. A lot of throwing axes as well. That only weighs 1, so we'll hold on to that for the moment. Already sorted through the mist. Doesn't weigh that much. I'm not sure where the rest of our weight's gone. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna quick travel because we've already explored everywhere. There's nothing left to find. There doesn't seem to be that many enemies around anymore, so. Right. Layer, you can go in there. These don't weigh anything, do they? Stick 6 of you in there. Pulse needs. I've not really used the super fist in ages. It weighs 4, but I'm going there too. Might need that when we confront the guys. Ah, weapon repair kits, we did. Got a lot of those. Let's deposit 8 of them. Okay, we're back under 200. Which I'm a bit happier at. Right, first things first. Splicing lab. I think it was the X8.
Time to fight. That all?
Yes, that's all. We did have a box with a lot of stuff in it. Probably engineer another puppy while we're here. Oh, it's sad we can't take them outside of the building. But maybe we can now. Pretty sure the reason we couldn't take him out before was because Mobius was controlling them outside of here. Come along, puppy. You're coming with me. Have a quick look down here again. Been a while. Yeah, nothing of interest. Right, I'm pretty sure it's this box that we've put all our stuff in. Tons of cigarettes. Grenades. Yeah, that'll do. What do we get in there? Am I getting there? Something on top of there. In fact, there seems to be an entire thing up there. I'm not sure how we get in up there. Okay, puppy, stop it. Damn it. Ah, this dog. I swear to God. This game, I swear to God. Why does the jumping system have to be so broken? There's clearly something up there. But there doesn't seem to be any way of getting up there. Let's see if we can find a way around. Aha! That seems to be it. I think we can use combat armor to repair the sneak armor. Okay, now we don't need the money. That we don't really need. Right, so there's something down here which is probably more important than what's on the other side. Splice a robot and a Night Stalker. Well, sorry puppy, but you're gonna have to disappear for a bit. A Robo Night Stalker. That's an interesting proposition. Bit crazy. Okay. Oh, Roxy survived. Can I make another Roxy? Aha! Okay. I guess Roxy's a permanent thing now. Maybe she will follow us outside. So I think we're done here now. No, Roxy still doesn't follow us. That's disappointing. Aha, so that's the boom down. We've already explored that thoroughly. It's pretty destroyed. How much carrier weight have we got? Although I suppose now that we've got our armour repaired, we don't really care. Let's go to the balcony.
Might I be of service, sir?
Let's sell the stuff we picked up. That made a bit of money. How if you only got 3,000 caps left? Okay, I think that'll probably do. Let's repair this with this. Got full armor. How are our weapons doing? This one could use a couple of repair kits, so yeah, that's pretty much full. We could do with a couple. Again, pretty much full. That's good against robots. That's even better. 127 DPS. 80 DPS by the look of it. I might just deposit that. Just weighing us down. Okay, I think we're at the point now where we do or die. Final weights. Quick save. And let's see. Yeah, we're probably want to heal ourselves.
You require some additional service.
Okay. And I think we want to use some mentats. Oh. Also, have we got the... No, we don't have the lights effect at the moment.
How can I illuminate you?
Intelligence, repair, and science.
Don't even talk to me. I've seen you with her. You've been seeing the other light switch, haven't you? Am I not enough for you anymore?
So needy.
You better.
Intelligence, repair and science. Wait, wasn't that the same as the other one?
How can I illuminate you?
Yeah. It's charisma we want, because we've already got max intelligence. Gives us extra speech, extra barter, and charisma. We also want mentats. Oh yeah. More charisma and personality. Party time mentats. No. I don't know if we can make any either. Right, see what else we've got that boosts charisma. Probably want to do buff out. Make us a bit more endurance-y. Perception and agility. Can't say no to that. Maybe speech. I can't remember if speech is already maxed out. Speech is already at 100. This one's currently 8. Can we boost that anymore? It doesn't look like it. So I guess we go as we are. What weapon have we got equipped? Got the Tesla cannon equipped. Start with the layer. If we need to switch, then we'll switch.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible. You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here? That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped Seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm. Partner with you? My foe? My rival? My foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Okay. We may have just peacefully resolved things. See what everybody has to say.
The teddy bear lobotomite returns. My teddy bear. How can I assist in relieving your curiosity?
Oh, we can't do the radar scan anymore.
So is Mobius as twisted as he looked in person? Can't believe you entered the Forbidden Zone and lived. None of us can.
Well, it's a peaceful resolution, but kind of anticlimactic.
Thank you for what you have done. The helping, that is. We like that. I feel an odd emotion. Platitude? Attitude? No, wait. Gratitude. That's it.
All of the oods.
Yeah. The lobotomite who saved us. Hello. Why, yes, although the term is research. Thank you. Look at these. They seem to be found inside some of the specimens here at Big Mountain. I notice these results more and more now that I know to look for them. Come back anytime, and I'll show you what else I've discovered.
Okay. I think we are done. It was very anticlimactic, but oh well. I guess we go back to the Forbidden Zone and let Mobius know. See if
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, This all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The Sync continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Yes. Looks like Roxy had some puppies. Apparently I drink from my canteen.
The courier left the brain at the Big Empty. A strange thing to say, but it was the truth. Brains are less important than they may seem. When the courier's body finally passed, the brain was saddened. It kept on, remembering the vessel that had once contained it. Even at the end, when it started to fail, however, the brain resisted going into a floating chassis like the think tank. It never said why. Perhaps it was out of respect for the courier's body. All things must come to an end, and to hang on to the past is something that's not to be undertaken lightly.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
Expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one.
Ah, maybe we can come back.
Sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Ooh. Okay, we can come back. Cool. Alright. We did pick up a...
Cursed electric heating filament? You are inadequate to my needs! Why? Why? Why was I not built with a death ray?
So we did pick up a sound.
So you beat the big brains at their own game, huh? Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again, hitting that old lonesome road.
Yep. But we did pick up a sound in the Forbidden Zone.
Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
See what it does.
Right on, Daddy. Let's spin some grooves.
Yeah, that one. I think it's probably the best one we can get.
You outbrained the big brains? That is so hot. Bye now. I understand you're to be congratulated on the recovery of your missing organs. Bravo. Certainly. I'm looking forward to it.
With the brains dealt with, soon we can spread our rule across the Mojave. All will eat burned toast in despair. Yes! Flee before my terrible power!
I trust matters regarding your brain were resolved to your satisfaction. Well, I'll be right here if you change your mind.
You took care of them brains pretty good, baby. Nice. Hurry back with that seed now, baby.
You were very creepy.
You're back, and the brains didn't lobotomize you. Well, not any worse, at least. Hooray! Come back anytime you want a drink. Or to get clean.
I want to fill a bottle with her and see what happens. Where's Muggy gone? There he is.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now? Oh!
Wow, he has issues.
Sure.
Might I be safe in the assumption that matters with the think tank have been satisfactorily concluded vis-a-vis your residence in this domicile?
Yes.
Very good, sir.
Oh, the chute.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious materials.
Ah.
Stay loyal, citizen.
Apparently the book chute doesn't have any post DLC audio clips. Let's go talk to our brain.
Nice to see you back. I trust the adventuring is going well. Barring the unlikely event that I evolve some sort of rocket-propelled locomotion, I will be here. A British tar is a soaring soul, as free as a
You're my best friend forever.
bird.
Uh-huh. Cool. I think we are done. Nothing else to talk to. How much does this new weapon work? Weigh, sorry. Doesn't weigh anything, that's great. So we can head back anytime we want. And we may just do that. This is how we've talked to everything. This is my kingdom now. but we are at the hour mark, and this seems like a satisfactory conclusion to this episode, so I'm going to save the game. Save all that. So, in this episode, we've confronted the think tank. We've also discovered all of the discoverables in the Big MT, so kind of done everything that we need to do here. In fact, I don't think there's any reason to come back except to exchange the contents of my safe. Pick up the items that I have to leave behind because I can't carry them. But if I take everything with me now, then I won't need to come back at all, which is kind of sad actually. But anyway, we've talked to the think tank and we've convinced them to remain here. We didn't have to do any violence and we didn't need to really do much at all. We just convinced them that Mobius was in our head and he had control of us and could destroy them, and yeah. In the next episode, we'll head back to the Mojave, and I guess we'll go see if the New California Republic still pissed off at us for accidentally killing them all at the where was it? The big laser gun place. I can't think of the name, it's been too long. Anyway, we'll head back and we'll see what quests we can pick up. I think we had a quest to go talk to, and I can't remember their names either, the Caesar's Legion. So we might go and do that and see their side of things. I mean, they seem like slavers, rapists, and generally evil people, but yeah, maybe they have another side to them. I guess we'll have to investigate and find out. So, until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. See you again soon.